Alright, for those who might be interested, this is a quick walkthrough on how the radio streaming app I wrote works and what you'll need to make it work on your system. You're going to need Icecast installed on your local machine or access to an Icecast server. Somebody else's maybe you've got your own out there. There are services that will do it. So I'm going to start my Icecast server up. Boom. And you'll need a program like Liquidsoap to push your streams to the Icecast server for broadcasting. I have a Liquidsoap script here that I wrote, which will push a few playlists, mix in some jingles, and also allows me to skip tracks if I want to telnet in. Alright, that started. Now I've got a radio station going. But I'll show you this in a second. I'm going to start a second radio station using Liquidsoap. Just pushing a plain old playlist. Nothing fancy about this one. But I'm not going to start that one just yet because it's kind of sweet. Well, that'll happen when I start it later, thanks to Angular. So I've got my radio streaming app up here. Just npm start. Hopefully you'll be able to hear some of this music when it starts. I'm doing the cheap recording way. I'm using QuickTime. Alright, here it loads. Boom. Let's hopefully that's not too loud and doesn't drown me out, and not too soft, so that you can actually hear there is music playing. The app sees the radio station because it's in the settings of the app. You tell it where to look for the Icecast server. And then it checks the Icecast server for what mounts are available, and those appear as radio stations. So what will happen here, if I go in and I start this next mount, I now have 2 radio stations and I can switch. That's the part I really love. Next to the audio visualizer down here, which is kind of your basic bars. There's a lot of tutorials that shows you how to do exactly this. What I'm particularly proud of is I managed to get this to work in Angular too. Start and stop button. Right here, you've got the track, title, and artist being grabbed. That's being grabbed from the Icecast server. You could also grab it from Liquidsoap if you set up an API. That'll be a future version of this project that will not be included in this particular repository. I've got a project that's based off of this one. That's going to be both server-side and client-side. What you're looking at is strictly client-side. It's also contacting Last.fm to see if it can grab album art, and I'm really happy to see that of my list of eclectic songs and such, that it found some album art with this. If it doesn't successfully grab album art from Last.fm, there are 2 ways it'll fail. One way is Last.fm says, hey, we've got track title and information, and I don't really care because I have that info already, but they don't provide album art. The other way it'll fail is they say, we don't know what you're talking about. This is not an artist or an album we've ever heard of. And then it returns absolutely nothing. So you've got to trap all those lovely little errors. So really basic radio app. You can switch between stations pretty smoothly. And it's all running on Angular 2, using Icecast for the streaming, Liquidsoap to feed the playlists into Icecast, and Last.fm to grab your album art. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this video and have found it a little bit interesting, and feel free to browse to my Git repository. I'm sure that this will have changed significantly by the time anybody actually watches this video. Thank you.